Bending sides by hand can be a very satisfying and rewarding experience. Unfortunately, a lot of folks feel that they must use expensive bending machines to get satisfactory results. Although bending machines help you get consistent results, you can do just as good a job bending by hand. I learned to bend by hand while living in Brazil from a Brazilian luthier named Antonio Tessarin. He taught me how to bend on a pipe like the one you see here. I would fill the pipe with charcoal and light it. Then to control the airflow and the temperature, I would open and close the door at the bottom of the pipe. I used this method for many years with satisfactory results. For this video, I will be using a commercial bending iron available at most luthier supply warehouses. Whichever method you use, make sure that your pipe or your bending iron has time to get hot before attempting to bend. Have your form near the bending iron for reference. Clearly mark the waist of the side, and remember you have a right and a left side. This is very important if you pre-radius your sides. I'm going to use a wet rag at the waist because this will be seen from the outside of the guitar and I do not want to scorch it. I'm also going to use a pair of gloves so I don't burn my hands. Before bending, have someone verify that you are bending the side the right way. Someone watching this video is going to have two left sides or two right sides when it's all said and done. It is very easy to do, believe me. Once you have verified that you're going to bend the side the correct way, place the wet paper towel at the waist and then put it on the form and begin to rock it from left to right as I'm showing here in the video. You're not going to apply any pressure at this time. You just want the heat from the iron to begin to penetrate the wood. Make sure that you keep the side horizontal on the bending iron. Don't let happen what I'm showing here in the video. Keep rocking the side on the bending iron. As it gets hot, apply a little bit of pressure and you will feel it starting to relax. Gradually apply more and more pressure as the side gets hotter and hotter. The hotter the side gets, the more the wood fibers begin to relax, and therefore the more pressure you can apply. Watch as I gradually begin to apply more and more pressure, and you will see the side begin to bend and the waist take shape. After a few minutes of applying pressure, the bend at the waist should be beginning to take shape. Check your progress by placing the side against the form. What do you know? The waist matches my form perfectly. Now I'm going to start bending the lower bout. This time, instead of rocking the side on the iron, I'm going to slide the side from left to right along the iron. I'm using the side of the iron. Apply pressure as the side starts to get hot. Start bending as you progress along the side. Refer to your form often as you bend. You will notice that just past the waist in the lower bout, the side is almost straight, but as you progress along the side, the radius gets tighter and tighter. The last few inches of the side as it reaches your center line of the form is then straight again. Now check the lower bout against your form. Notice that I have a slight amount of spring back. I personally don't mind spring back as it helps hold the side in the form. Now I'm going to bend the upper bout. I use the same technique that I used for the lower bout by rubbing the side along the edge of the iron. Keep the side horizontal and be careful not to get a twist in it as you bend. I also keep it moving from left to right or you'll get a flat spot. Notice that I'm not using a wet paper towel or rag on the inside of the lower or upper bouts. That's because any burning or scorching there can be easily scraped away or sanded. Reference your form often as you bend. Just as in the lower bout, right past the waist, the side is flat. But as you progress towards the center line of the form, it begins to get a tighter and tighter radius. When you are through bending, put the sides in your form to make sure you have a perfect fit. With your spreaders installed, there should be no gap between the side and the form. To keep the side from cracking, you could put a piece of hardboard between the form and the side. With the knowledge you gained from this video and a little practice, you should be able to bend sides like a professional.